One Piece chapter 1107, it is titled I've Been Looking For You. We are continuing with Egghead because in the last chapter we left off with Luffy punching Kizaru, Bonney, and Kuma. They got to see Nika, and then mysterious individuals showed up at Egghead and it was revealed that it was the giant pirates, that it was Dory and Broggy. Really good stuff. And then in this chapter a lot happened. Usopp, he got to see his masters. Luffy, he ended up punching Saturn. And then the chapter, it ends with the Blackbeard Pirates showing up and Caribou trying to leave with them. Really good stuff. But if you guys enjoyed regular breakdowns like these, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. With that, my name is Potential Unleashed, and let's get into chapter 1107's breakdown. The Giants, their goal is to clear out the ships, to take out the Navy, and then clear a path so that Luffy and the Straw Hats can escape. And it's not only Dory and Broggy that are here, it is also Oimo and Kashi, who were the Giants at Enies Lobby. The reason why this is so significant is because of the relationship these four have. In Enies Lobby, Oimo and Kashi, they were in charge of protecting the island per the world government's orders, and this is because they were told that their bosses, the giant captains, they were in prison. So the world government offered them a deal to work for them for 100 years and they'd allow the chiefs to return to Elbaf, and we know that's a lie because Dory and Broggy, they were fighting on Little Garden all this time. After the whole Enies Lobby situation, in chapter 490 we got a cover page that showed Oimo and Kashi that they were headed towards Elbaf, so I thought it was nice that we got to see these two reunite with their captains once again. Usopp, he is viewing what is going on with the Giants and seeing what they are doing, and I think that this is really cool because we know how much these Giants mean to him. They're another form of motivation for him to become a brave warrior of the sea, and they're also a main reason for why Usopp wants to go to Elbaf. Now that the Giants are here and are assisting them, Usopp, he mentions that they have to finish their preparations so that they can leave. Brook and Lilith, they are on their way to Usopp and his group's location, and Jinbei, he is headed towards Zoro. Vice Admiral Red King, he is asking about the damage report, and so far 30 of their medium-sized ship has been sunk with no signs of stopping. And to put this into perspective, we have to go back to chapter 1089 where it was stated that there were over 100 ships of various size and class at the Navy disposal, meaning that the Giants and the Pacifista, they have eliminated about roughly 30% of the ships that the Navy has, and it doesn't seem like they're slowing down anytime soon. Zoro, he is still fighting against Lucci, and they are both talking a lot of crap per usual. Lucci, he is talking as if Zoro is a burden on the crew since he won't make it back alive and they're waiting for a dead individual, while Zoro, he is talking because he believes that he's the one in control of the fight. Currently, Lucci, he is awakened compared to Zoro, who appears to no longer be using advanced conquerors and also no Ashura. So if you really want to look at it, who's really in control of this fight? As I mentioned in the last chapter, Bonney, she got to meet Sun God Nika for the first time, and in this chapter she starts talking to Luffy, and I love their interaction because she's like, hey Nika, I've been searching for you the whole time, and Luffy, being the guy that he is, being ignorant to who Nika is, he's like, oh well, I don't know why, I've been here the whole time. That interaction was just very funny in my opinion. Bonney stated that she intended to throw a rubber-like punch like Nika, and she's like, well, now that you're here, show me how it's done. If she can see his techniques, then Bonney, she'll be stronger whenever she uses her distorted future. Luffy, he attempts to punch Saturn, however is attacked by the mysterious glare, the same one that attacked Sanji and sent him flying. However, we know that Luffy, he likes to push through guts, and he ends up punching Saturn with a Dawn Gatling. And I love it whenever we see Luffy in different gears, how he has different names for his attacks. For example, in Snake Man, he has snake named attacks, and then in Gear 2nd, he has jet named attacks, etc. Since he was stabbed in the last chapter, Vegapunk, he is unable to move, so Kizaru, he tries to take advantage of that and attacks them. However, Sanji, he kicked Kizaru's light away, meaning that Sanji's attack is so fast and so strong that it can even kick light. Kizaru, he is shocked, and this is the first time I can honestly say that we've seen him look like this. Typically, he has a nonchalant or a not really care attitude, so Sanji doing this, it definitely impressed him. I also want to mention that Sanji, his eyebrows switched and now he is in his German mode, so he's going to take this fight seriously, and it appears that we're going to get Luffy versus Saturn and Sanji versus Kizaru. There are a lot of mixed feelings in regards to these matchups, and I'm specifically talking about Zoro versus Lucci and Sanji versus Kizaru. Zoro, he typically fights the second strongest, and currently he is fighting against Rob Lucci. As a Zoro fan, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't upset that he isn't fighting Kizaru. However, after a few days of pondering, I'm not really that mad anymore because Zoro, compared to Sanji, he gets so much glaze that it's not even funny. He's already fought against two Yonko in Big Mom and Kaido, and he's even fought against an Admiral in Fujitora. I think it's about time for Sanji for him to get love too, and what better way than for him to fight against an Admiral in Kizaru. And anyone with a brain, they would know that even though these are the matchups right now, in terms of strength, it's still Luffy, then Zoro, then Sanji. There are times when Oda writes it so that Luffy and Zoro appear to be equal, the vice captain and captain relationship. There are also times whenever Oda, he does the same thing with Zoro and Sanji, that they appear to be equals through Wings of the Pirate King. So after thinking about it, I'm fine with these matchups. I will say though, in the back of my mind, I still have it that it's a possibility that Zoro could end up fighting Kizaru. Am I drinking the Kool-Aid? Possibly, but let me dream. The Blackbeard Pirates, they end up making their appearance. One is Catarina Devon, like all of us speculated, and the other one, instead of Lafayette, it's actually Van Augur. The reason why we thought it was Lafayette was because number one, he's not accounted for, and two, he's really good at infiltration. An example of this is when he snuck in on a meeting in chapter 234 to recommend Blackbeard to be a warrior of the sea. However, knowing Van Augur, his devil fruit, it makes sense for him to be there because he can warp in and out of different locations in an instant. Catarina Devon, she also touched Saturn in this chapter, and knowing her fruit, we can speculate that she can now turn to him. Now, whether or not it's in the devil-like form or in his regular state, I'm not sure. When asked why a woman like her is following Teach, she stated that he's special, and Saturn states as is his bloodline, and we know that he met with Shanks during the reverie, and they talked about a certain pirate. Was it Blackbeard? And did Shanks inform them of his lineage, or did they already know? But Teach being special, at least his bloodline, that would make a lot of sense because of a few things that has happened throughout the story. Back in Jaya, Luffy and Zoro, they mentioned that it's not just him, it's they. We don't know if they were referencing Blackbeard himself or his crew that was lurking in the shadows. Teach, he has the ability to eat two devil fruits, the fact that he never sleeps. What exactly is his lineage? I mean, we've already gotten more information about the Lunarians, about the Buccaneers. I can't wait to figure out what exactly Teach is. Similar to Zebek, Blackbeard, it is revealed that his goal is the world, and I love the fact that these individuals, they've been getting a lot more love in the anime and manga, and it makes me excited whenever we are going to see the Blackbeard versus Luffy and the Straw Hat matchup. The chapter ends with Caribou running into Van Augur and Catarina Devon. He is fanboying hard, similar to what Bartolomeo did to Luffy. Blackbeard is his idol, and Caribou wants to join his crew, and this reminds me of something that Caribou stated, that he had to inform a certain someone that Pluton was in Wano, which could potentially be Blackbeard. And not only does he know about Pluton, but he knows about Poseidon as well, meaning that he knows about two of the three ancient weapons, and delivering this information to Blackbeard, well, it's really dangerous. That's everything that happened in chapter 1107. There is no break, so we should be getting a chapter this week. I'm really excited for it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. It's on the screen and in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.